Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A few months back, I made a video explaining Indian states and capitals, and that video has received a really good response. Also, a lot of you guys commented to make a video on rivers in India. So finally, here is this video and let's get started. So in this video, I'm not going to cover all the rivers in India, but I'll try my best to cover the important rivers on the map of India and I'll try to explain a bit about them as well. So, the rivers of India play an important role in the lives of the people. Seven major rivers along with their numerous tributaries make up the river system of India. The largest basin system of the rivers pour their waters into the Bay of Bengal. However, some of the rivers whose courses take them through the western part of the country and towards the east of the state of Himachal Pradesh empty into the Arabian Sea. All major rivers of India originate from one of the following main watersheds. First, Aravalli Range. Second, the Himalaya and the Karakoram ranges. Third, Sahyadri or Western Ghats in the Western India. And fourth one is Vindhya and Satpura ranges. Himalayan glaciers in the Indian subcontinent are broadly divided into three river basins, namely the Indus, Ganga, and the Brahmaputra. The Indus basin has the largest number of glaciers, that is 3,500, whereas the Ganga and Brahmaputra basins contain about 1,000 and 660 glaciers respectively. Ganga is the largest river system in India. However, these rivers are just three among many. Other examples are Narmada, Tapi, and Godavari. So now let's see and understand some of these major rivers on the map of India. Starting from north, the first one is River Indus. The Indus River, locally called Sindhu, is one of the longest rivers in Asia. The total length of the river is 2,880 kilometers. Rising in western Tibet, in Kashmir it crosses the United Nations ceasefire line. In Baltistan district enters Azad Kashmir. From here on, it's Pakistan's river. Over 60% of the total area of the Indus drainage basin is in Pakistan and Pakistan administered Kashmir. India has about 22%, Tibet has 10%, and Afghanistan has 7% of the Indus River catchment area. The Indus water system of rivers comprises the main Indus and its tributaries, the Kabul River, the Kurram River on the right bank, and the Jhelum River, Chenab River, Ravi River, and Beas River, and also the Satluj on the left. The first two join the Indus soon after it leaves the mountains, and the others lower down in the plains. The second river is the river Ganges or the river Ganga. The Ganges or Ganga is a transboundary river of Asia which flows through India and Bangladesh. The 2,525 kilometers river rises in the western Himalayas in the Indian state of Uttarakhand and flows south and east through the Gangetic plain of India and Bangladesh, eventually emptying into the Bay of Bengal. The Ganga originates as Bhagirathi from the Gangotri Glacier in Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand at an elevation of 7,010 meters. Alaknanda river joins Bhagirathi at Devprayag. From Devprayag, the river is called as Ganga. It is joined by the Yamuna at Allahabad. Before entering the Bay of Bengal, the Ganga, along with the Brahmaputra, forms the largest delta of the world between Bhagirathi Hooghly and the Padma Meghna, covering an area of 58,752 square kilometers. The Ganga is a lifeline to millions who live along its course. It is the most sacred river to Hindus and worshipped as the goddess Ganga in Hinduism. The third river is the Narmada River, also called the Reva. This river is in central India after the Godavari and Krishna. It is also known as lifeline of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat for its huge contribution to the state of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat in many ways. Narmada rises from Amarkantak Plateau near Unupur district in Madhya Pradesh. The source of the Narmada is a small reservoir known as the Narmada Kund. It forms the traditional boundary between North India and South India and flows westwards over a length of 1,312 kilometers before draining through the Gulf of Khambat into the Arabian Sea. The Narmada River basin is also rich in forests and sanctuaries. Teak and India's best hardwood forests are found in the Narmada River basin and they are much older than the ones in the Himalayas. Coming to the fourth river, This is the Mahanadi River, which is also a major river in east central India. It drains an area of around 1,41,600 square kilometers and has a total course of 900 kilometers. Mahanadi is also known for its Hirakud Dam. The river flows through the states of Chhattisgarh and Odisha. Like many other seasonal Indian rivers, the Mahanadi too is a combination of many mountain streams, and thus its precise source is impossible to pinpoint. For the first 100 kilometers of its course, the Mahanadi flows in a northerly direction and drains the Raipur district and touches eastern portions of Raipur city. It is rather narrow river at this stage, and the total width of its valley does not exceed 500 to 600 meters. After the formation of Chhattisgarh state, the major portion of the Mahanadi basin now lies in Chhattisgarh. The Mahanadi was notorious for its devastating floods for much of recorded history. Thus, it was also called the Sorrow of Odisha. However, the construction of the Hirakud Dam has greatly altered the situation. Moving onward, we are going on the fifth river, which is the Godavari. Godavari River is India's second longest river after the river Ganga. Its source is in Triambakeshwar, Maharashtra. It flows east for 1465 kilometers, draining the states of Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, ultimately emptying into the Bay of Bengal through its extensive network of tributaries. The Godavari originates in the western Ghats of central India near Nasik in Maharashtra, 80 kilometers from the Arabian Sea. It flows for 1465 kilometers first eastwards across the Deccan Plateau, then turns southeast, entering the West Godavari district and East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, until it splits into two distributaries that widen into a large river delta at Sir Arthur Cotton Barrage at Rajamahendravaram and flow into the Bay of Bengal. Moving forward, the sixth river is the river Krishna. The Krishna River is the fourth biggest river in terms of water inflows and river basin area in India after the Ganga, Godavari and Brahmaputra. The river is almost 1400 kilometers long. The river is also called Krishnaveni. It is one of the major sources of irrigation for the states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. The river Krishna is often known for its fast and furious nature, which also reaches to the depths of over 75 feet, and this causes heavy soil erosion during the monsoon floods. Now we move forward to the last river. The last and the seventh river is the river Kaveri, which flows through the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The Kaveri River rises at Talakaveri on the Brahmagiri range in the Western Ghats, Kodagu district of the state of Karnataka, and flows for about 800 kilometers before its outfall into the Bay of Bengal. It is the third largest river after Godavari and Krishna in South India and the largest in the state of Tamil Nadu, which on its course bisects the state into north and south. The Kaveri is sacred river to the people of South India and is worshipped as the goddess Kaveramma. The primary uses of Kaveri is providing water for irrigation, water for household consumption and the generation of electricity. So friends, that's all the 7 rivers that I have covered in this video. If you liked the video and found it informative, please do like it and comment below. You can also comment below if you guys want me to make any new video on any particular topic. Thank you.